So this is my pregnancy vlog for pregnancy after miscarriage. I am 12 weeks pregnant with this baby. I'm still trying to think of a term to use because I don't like the term rainbow baby. As a Christian, I believe the rainbow represents God's promises to us, especially after flooding the earth. He sent a rainbow promising he would never do that again. And I feel like when you call this baby a rainbow baby, it's as if God promises that he's going to give us more children, and that's just not true. I believe the rainbow represents my hope is in Jesus. My hope is in God's promises. My hope is in Jesus's promises. Bless you, baby. And him saving us and not in another child being born into my family. So I'm still trying to think of another term to describe, just wiping my kids off after breakfast. I'm trying to think of another term to describe a baby after pregnancy loss. But I don't really I'm not comfortable with rainbow baby. So I will keep you updated if anybody has any recommendations for a term, especially as a Christian. Please share them. But so today is my vlog for week 12. I'm 12 weeks pregnant with this baby. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little challenging. Mostly from an emotional aspect, because I have had 2 miscarriages within this past year. My first one was at 11 weeks. It started at 11 weeks. It really was 11 weeks to like 11 and a half weeks. It happened throughout a weekend. And then 11 and a half weeks is when I, view that we lost our child. And then the second one was very early. It was at 5 weeks. And so I've kind of had just dealing with the emotions of being pregnant after loss. And it's definitely a juxtaposition, I would say, because you're so happy, right? You feel so blessed. You feel so relieved in a sense that you are finally, you were able to conceive and things seem to be progressing pretty well. But then at the same time, you can't help but feel worried and anxious that something's just going to happen with this baby. Especially, I'm very curious how I'll feel getting over this hump, because now that I'm officially 12 weeks, I am past the period where I did lose our child. We named her Hannah. We're not sure if it was a boy or a girl, but we named her Hannah. And losing her at 11 and a half weeks, was obviously very, very difficult. I'll share that story in another video. But now that I'm 12 weeks and I've gotten past that hump, okay, we can cuddle. I do feel, a little bit more, hopeful, I guess, and more positive in this pregnancy, but I just can't help but feel positive but very hesitant at the same time, and I'm curious if any of you women feel the same way. But as of right now, 12 weeks, there's not a lot to report. I haven't been super sick this pregnancy, which did make me a little worried too, because with Hannah, I really didn't have a lot of symptoms, so I knew something was wrong pretty early on. My first pregnancy was spontaneous twins, so I do have twins, and with that pregnancy, I was very, very sick. This pregnancy, I did actually, TMI, but I did get sick this morning, so I am still having every few weeks in the morning just needing to kind of get some stuff out, but I really haven't been physically getting sick a lot this pregnancy. I would say maybe once every few weeks. It definitely happened at 9 weeks, because I remember I had an ultrasound that week, and then it happened today at 12 weeks. But, okay, I'll read it in 1 minute, okay? But I am very nauseous. I'm nauseous in the morning. I'm nauseous at night. I was super nauseous throughout the night last night. So something that I've been taking is the pink stork what are they called? The Pink Stork morning sickness little like candies. They do have cane sugar in them. I know I try to avoid things with sugar, but what are you gonna do? They taste really good. I've been getting the mango ginger flavor, and that has been helping. So I'll just pop that every time I feel nauseous, especially if I'm driving, if I feel like I can't get fresh air, if I'm, you know, supposed to be at an appointment or doing something that I don't want to feel nauseous during. So that has been helping. Yeah, that's the daddy. At first I was chewing a lot of gum, and I'm not a gum chewer, and it was like hurting my jaw. So this I felt like was a better alternative. And actually I think they might be a Christian organization, because on the back of the packaging it says this product was prayed for, or prayed over. So that was a sweet little surprise when I got that in the mail. I just ordered it off Walmart, but yeah, so that's kind of just the gist of what's been going on lately, and I still haven't told everybody. So I'm 12 weeks now. We're starting to tell more family members, and I'm probably going to tell friends. I've already told my best friend, but I'm probably going to tell friends within like the next few weeks, just to like make sure everything's, you know, on the safe side. All right, so I'm going to try to do weekly vlogs on how this is going, pregnancy after loss. I think this will be a way to help me heal and work through my emotions, and hopefully it helps some of you too. All right, thanks. I will see you again soon.